Hello everybody, this is Natasha Advani, your manifestation coach and wellness trainer, and today is National Pet Day. And guess who we have? We have 𝓵𝓫. She's a professional dancer and a theatre, right? And she's into theatre, speech, drama. I think that's really exciting. So tell me more, Dia, about your profession.
So I'm actually a university student and I studied business in university, but I kind of indulged myself into professional theatre when I was 13. And ever since then, I've been in plays and things like that. And recently, I got the post of an assistant director and started teaching at schools. So that's basically about what I do.
Oh, I think that's really awesome at such a young age. She's doing so much, and nowadays, like people love theatre and dance, and it's so exciting and also a very good de-stressor, right?
Yes, for sure.
And yeah, that's
pure
really
happiness.
nice. And she always says that there's a saying now that if you love what you do, you don't have to. It's never work for you.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool. And today is National Pet Day, and Tia has an awesome dog. So tell me, Tia, what breed is your dog?
So my dog's a 𝓵𝓪𝓽𝓪. He's a tiny little dog, and yeah, his name's Oreo.
Oreo. Oh, I think Oreo chocolates are yummy. Yeah. So, but what made you get a dog?
So as an only child, I kind of lacked, like the feeling of having a sibling, and that obviously my parents love me and things like that, but there's always a different love that you get from a sibling, which I think I got from Oreo. And having a dog was just like pure bliss because they give so much unconditional love and they're such great de-stressors. Like at the end of the day, all I want to do is just hug Oreo, and he's just like, there's a smile on his face always, and it's just pure like happiness.
Yeah, she's so true what she's saying, that I think dogs are just unconditional love.
Oh,
because,
for sure.
Yeah, because I remember even I had a dog for almost 16 years, and when like my mom used to say, when a dog comes back from home, they are so happy and they're so excited and there's so much life and they're such good de-stressors.
Oh, yeah.
Dogs are also very good de-stressors, and I've also heard, I don't know if you've experienced that, they say when a person is going to die, dogs come to know very fast.
Yeah.
Because I still remember this had happened to me when I was in Delhi, because I got a dog when I was very young. That when my mom was going to pass away, they have some weird noise. They take out from their mouth, and I was too small to even understand. And when I grew up, I realized, oh yes, that was a signal that my mom is going to go, because that's the way they cry. What is your opinion about that?
I think that is true because I've heard about it from my family members and I've seen it through I've heard about it from friends and family, but touch wood, I haven't had any experience like that so far. But I know they can sense anything, like even when I'm leaving for like work or like a trip, like a long trip, when my suitcases come out and he's always like sad and like droopy eyes because he knows that I'm going to be gone for a bit. Especially with my mom, like he's exceptionally close to my mom.
Okay.
So whenever she's like leaving for like a trip or something like that, he's always like upset. His energy levels will drop. He won't eat. But when he knows that we're about to come back, he somehow senses it, and he's always waiting at the door, like excited with his tail wagging and with the biggest smile on his face. So
yeah,
they do have exceptional senses.
Sixth sense, and their nose is like, I think they can smell anything from like, I don't know, 20,000 feet far, 6 feet far. Because I still remember my dog used to love mangoes, and we used to cut it, and from the other side of the room he would just come running, and he wants it at any cost. So I guess the sense of smell is even better than human beings, right?
My dog loves chicken, like grilled chicken, and whenever I eat grilled chicken for dinner, like he'll always run from, I have two houses, so the house with the dining hall, so he'll run from the other house across the hallway and come all the way to like just get chicken, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, I know. I guess there's so much fun having a dog. But tell me something. What's your daily schedule? When you have a dog, there are certain things.
Yeah.
And there's a saying, when you get a newborn dog, it's like having a newborn baby. You can't just leave it and say, okay, bye. We are just keeping you aside. It's a big responsibility. So what is your daily schedule like?
So my daily schedule is, Oreo is he's a more at-home dog. He doesn't really love going out. But so he wakes up in the morning because he sleeps with me. So at approximately whatever time I wake up, he'll wake up with me. Then we give him breakfast at about like 11 or 10:30, 11ish. Then we play with him for a little bit, or if I'm like, working, he'll sit next to me and kind of play with his toy. Then around 1:30ish, we give him lunch. Then he'll take his afternoon nap.
Yeah.
And then about like 5 o'clock, we take him down for like an hour-long walk. He's not very dog-friendly, so he doesn't, Shih Tzus in general aren't very dog-friendly unless they're with their own breed. So he doesn't like, we don't like make him interact with a lot of dogs, but like whenever we take him for a walk, we take his toys with him and he'll play around.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And we'll spend like an hour down.
Okay.
And then he'll come up, have dinner, and kind of, wind down time with us. We'll watch a movie, like if I'm watching a movie with my parents, he'll sit with us and, kind of spend time. So
yeah, I think that's fun. So I'm sure, like, as I said, getting a dog is like getting a baby.
Yeah.
I'm sure with dogs, you have to be very careful. They just poop anywhere, and then there's proper behavioral training involved. So what did you do for your dog?
So we had a trainer who actually helped us a lot. And when we initially got Oreo, he was actually pretty well behaved. Like he didn't really, we had like a pee mat out and he would like kind of use the bathroom on that from the beginning. So it was easier to train him really when it came to like, bathroom training. But like, he knew that when he goes down, that's when he needs to like pee, or if he has to pee or something at home, there's like a mat specific for him. But we kind of taught him a lot of tricks like roll over and fetch and things like that, which was so much fun.
Yeah.
And at the beginning, he would listen only to me, so I would show off to everybody like, oh look, he listens only to me.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So
yeah, that's cool.
I think the best way to get them to do what you want them to do is by giving them unconditional love.
Yeah.
Because if you're kind of yelling at them and forcing them to do something that they don't want to do, they can get pretty stubborn. They're like exactly like children.
Okay.
If you give them unconditional love and you're like, come here Oreo, like come play with me, or like come let's do this, he'll like listen. So,
okay. Yeah, I guess so. That's what it said. It's like getting like a baby.
Correct.
Even you have to give it love and affection. There's so many people, like I've seen this come in the paper, they just hit the dog. In fact, in the recent IPL, I don't know if you read the papers, they were like, it had actually come that they just kicked, like, I don't know who those people were, they just kicked the dog, and then those people with PETA, they had a voice against it. Yeah, actually, they are also like, just because they can't talk, you can't just treat them like that. So I was shocked when I read that, because they actually showed a man just kicking the dog, like just everyone was doing it just because he was a dog. So I think please people, give love and affection. Okay, you don't have to have a dog and all, but even when we see street dogs, don't just kick it or hit it. Yes, of course, if the dog is like attacking you, biting, you have to take your precautions and be careful. And you can also, in fact, immediately call the PETA people, or for protection and all if they pounce on you. But please learn to be kind and affectionate, because being kind, everyone likes kindness. No one likes to be shouted. Imagine if you did a mistake and someone shouted at you, slapped you, how would you feel? Just because a dog cannot talk, that doesn't mean that you can overpower them. So this is a message I really want to give on National Pet Day. Don't just treat them as if nobody, or like just because they can't talk, just hit them, and just do not treat them badly.
Not only dogs, actually, I think like any pet gives so much unconditional love.
Yes, so
and we
true.
As humans sometimes mistreat them, which I don't think is fair, because they're as much of living creatures as we are, and just because they can't speak or they can't be understood by us, they understand us and they kind of protect us in ways we don't know. So I think it's really important to be very careful and very like affectionate and kind towards any dog or any animal that you see.
Yeah, so true. In fact, I'm a cancer survivor, and they say, that dogs, if you have dogs in the house, they give so much of love and affection. They are such de-stressors. The benefits of dog, it lowers blood pressure, your energy. Like, it's like a imagine a free exercise, just running around and having so much fun with the dog. Your endorphins like, you know, you feel so happy because imagine you're getting love and affection 24/7. I don't think so I've ever seen a dog like really angry unless you hurt him,
Of
or
course.
something, or some stranger comes in the house and he's not comfortable, and don't you think they are so aware, right?
Oh, for sure. Like, I know, because like I haven't had an experience like that, but I've seen so many times, like, if there's someone who comes in and like a dog is constantly barking, that means that there's something wrong, or like that we need to be precautionate about it. Like, they just know. And I think it's incredible because they keep us safe in ways we don't really know, and when we don't know that we need to be safe.
Yeah, I think it's like I won't say watchdog, there are different breeds,
Of
but
course.
it is a protection, because sometimes you're sleeping and if you're alone in the house, you know, if even he gets a slight smell something, he'll bark and you'll get up. So imagine it's so much protection for you also, you know, having a dog. And again, it is a very, very good cure for loneliness. People who are very, very lonely also keep dogs and they feel so nice. In fact, the airport, the Mumbai International Airport, when I had gone, I had seen there were dogs. They were actually people coming and playing with them, you know, because it's like sometimes you get exhausted waiting for flight delays. So actually there were dogs to de-stress people.
Yeah.
And I saw the crowd there and people were having so much fun. And I was like, yeah, that's so true. Looking at a dog, I don't know, my full body just lights up with joy and happiness.
No, for
So
sure.
but you know, I know it's like ultimately everyone is born and everyone has to die. So I felt really hurt when my dog died. And in fact, I had a Pom, and they say Pom only lived for 9-10 years. My Pomeranian lived for almost 16.5 years.
So we had a Pom before we got Oreo.
Oh,
and
that's
she
nice.
actually passed away when I was 3, so she was like my dad's dog, you
Oh,
know,
how
when my dad
sad.
was a child.
But why 3? What happened?
When I was 3.
Oh, okay,
So she was there before
Okay, so then
before me, like, you know, way before. She lived a very, very long life actually.
Okay. So
But
that's cool.
yeah,
you know,
so I
like
kind of grew up in a house with a dog, and like Poms are actually supposed to be, you know, like not the most playful dogs. But I used to like pull her tail as a child and whatnot, apparently. I had no idea. But I used to pull her tail and she wouldn't do anything to me but just give unconditional love. So
yeah, so I guess that's what dogs are for. So you know, so how do you any tricks, you know, your dogs, any particular tricks they do which, you know, you have fun with and you enjoy?
oh, I love making him like high five me. I love making him like jump to like catch like a treat, or like, you know, like he'll play around. Like we'll play like a game where I'll throw a toy and he'll come give it back to me, and you know, like fetch, and it's just, I don't know, like
Yeah, you just go
so
with
many
the
different
flow,
things,
right?
like roll over and things like that.
Yeah,
So,
I guess they just love rolling over.
yeah.
You know, and even my aunt has a Saint Bernard, and he just, and I remember when she had caught him, he was like so much, like, well, and now he's like so huge. And it's like, I'm like, no pouncing, because I will fall if he pounces on me. But you know, the love, and I don't go there very often, but whenever I go, the love they show,
Yeah.
it's like, where were you? You know, it's like, but I'm like, you're not pouncing at me because I just might fall down, because you know how heavy they are, Saint Bernard. So I guess they are just unconditional love. And thank you so much, Dia. And last question, any tips for first time dog owners?
Like I keep saying, I think for your dog to be happy and for you to be happy, it's always important to give them unconditional love. Like, that's, I think, the most important thing. Just look out for them, you know, always play with them, always have fun with them. And like, you know, you can have like that playful fun where you like bother them and they'll like bother you, but like that's all in like a capacity of love. So I think that's the most important thing.
Cool. Thank you so much, Dia, for giving your precious time today on National Pet Day and contributing to, you know, value adding to people who have dogs and who don't have dogs can get another dog. So thank you so much for listening to my channel, Recharge Your Life, and recharge your life, and you can recharge your life also by getting a dog. So thank you so much and have a good day, everyone.